case, my lord, where charge sheet was filed against a single person for commission of an offence. If the investigating agency, my lord, I am submitting an extreme case. There was no, my lord, the order or direction for further investigation. Trial ended either by way of acquittal or conviction. The investigating agency got some clue that in connection with that case, some other persons were also involved and held the investigation, found the materials. A supplementary charge sheet was filed. Whether this is bar, I want to learn whether it is bar under the law.
It's not barred, sir.
Then, my lord, if there is no bar, if the person was convicted for commission of an offence under section, my lord, 103 of the new penal code.
What you are wanting now is the interference of a court of law.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Investigating agency finds material. I have got nothing to say regarding that.
I am not for a moment, my lord, making any submission that lordship you interfere with the findings or the order of the court of law. What I am submitting, my lord, that these are the materials during the course of investigation collected by the investigating agency. Now, from these materials, whether it could be deciphered that this is not a case of gangrene. This is one aspect. But if subsequently, my lord, the charge sheet is submitted, that will not exonerate the convict. That will not exonerate the convict. Because his presence or his overt act, it's not the subject matter of challenge before your lordship. Or we are not making any submission, my lord, questioning that.
No, but then a summation, there must be a believable set of facts to make out a case.
Naturally. Otherwise, not.
You try to appreciate that.
That's why, my lord, further proper investigation.
I understand.
We can, my lord, only
draw
your lordship's attention to the areas where investigation ought to have been made but not have been made. When they himself took up the further investigation, our prayer is, my lord, your lordship kindly peruse whether that investigation also in the right direction or proper investigation. Well, these are the things which ought to have been investigated. But the investigating agency did not make any investigation with regard to this. Now, my lord, your lordship, thinking of the medical board report. That medical board report, considering this post-mortem report by 3 members, made this.
13 members, sir.
13 members. Now let us see, my lord, what is the report? Only 11 members. 11 members.
Two forensic were added subsequently.
Lordship wants a copy of the board report.
No, I wanted. Earlier you supplied that.
My lord, kindly look at, my lord, the first answer of the board. What was the question? To provide the cause of death and time of death. I got it. The main concern with the causes of death as given by the medical board which conducted the postmortem examination of the deceased and is of the opinion that the cause of death due to asphyxia, the combined effect of throttling and so on, smothering. So, my lord, the board also said this is the combined effect. Now, kindly visualize, my lord, whether a same person can smother and can strangulate and can commit offense.
No, I am not on that. That is why I have said you are appearing with a background of battery of doctors. Then you have got to give a report by which will be against the opinion form. Otherwise, it's not expert. 13 experts. They're not from Bengal. All of them.
My lord, we do not know where the soup pinches. We do not know, my lord.
That's a separate issue. But at least the doctors who have opined,
We have every respect, my lord, for those doctors.
they are from.
Not, my lord, joining any issue with regard to this report. But she said report itself, what suggests? If your lordship take it, my lord, as a sacrosanct, then what it suggests? Whether smothering and strangulation, manual strangulation, kindly appreciate.
Manual, not with ligature mark is not there. So that's with the hands only.
No, ligature mark was not there.
Therefore, with the hands only.
Yes. So both could be done by a single person. Well, it is astonishing, my lord. And the same person committed a horrendous offense. Duration is hardly 28 minutes. 20 minutes. And in able bodies whose hands were not tired, legs were not tired. Well, what this said report itself suggests. Said report itself suggests that it can't be done by a solitary person.
No, this is this is one of the points. Then this you have got to subscribe. Not possible. Not these are all apprehensions, sir. When a court will be passing an order, court has got to pass on a conclusive set of circumstances.
This is the investigation.
This is part of the investigation where the document has already been marked as an exhibit. I will. This is an exhibit.
Let it be marked as exhibit, my lord.
Until and unless there is a counter, because what you are what is the demand now from your side? That there could have been another possibility of another person cannot be ruled out. Even if it is that you are saying another person is involved. This is your submission, sir.
My lord, our submission is, my lord, from this report, it appears that presence of other person could not be ruled out. Our prayer is, my lord, kindly make investigation on that. My lord, investigation, as your lordship knows best, my lord.
Investigation has wide range. You can increase it to any level.
And my lord, because suspicion.
But then somebody has got to reach a conclusion within a reasonable period of time.
At the end of the investigation, result of the investigation will suggest.
That is why this is one of the steps. Medical evidence is one of the steps of investigation.
Yes.
One
So that
thing I want to point it out, that same question was raised before the trial court. If the lordship has the trial court judgment, The Lordship will say
All right,
page
yes, my lord, trial
120,
court judgment.
120.
Trial court, I don't want to touch or comment because I have then got to deal with that.
Yes.
That is before the
Sir.
appeal court. I will
And
not
it is
deal with
pending
it.
before the appeal
I am
That is why
Same issue.
he is
I
investigating.
wanted to point it out.
So I understand, but I cannot deal with that
Yes, because that is pending before the division.
because
That has been not answered by the trial court.
So answered by the trial court, your lordship's hands are tied, my lord.
I am not saying that, sir. I am rather wanting that there can be a separate. That's why on the earlier occasion I said to you directly that if you have a literature in
Yes, I shall show to your lordship.
in similar set of
My
circumstances,
lord.
possibility of more than one person is there, then you produce the literature, sir.
My lord, so far, the board's opinion regarding injuries, I am not making any submission. But I am very much on it, my lord, that the board itself found that death was the combined effect of throttling and the smothering. I am very much on it. I rely on it. And this sufficiently, my lord, raise a doubt whether it could be done by a single person. But in my humble submission, scientifically, it is not possible. Now, what opinion this beam has given? My lord, kindly look at my lord number 3. It's a leading question put to the medical board. I do not know, my lord, whether any member of the medical board was examined during the trial. I do not know. To ascertain whether this incident can be committed by a single person. My lord, got it? Considering the spectrum of injuries which are present over face, neck, region, and genitalia, as well as the other associated evidence, the possibility of such injuries having been inflicted by a single cannot be ruled out. Is it the conclusive finding? This is negative answer, my lord. Could it be taken as an assertive answer that there is no possibility of other person? And my lord, the leading question put to him, and this is the answer, cannot be ruled out. The medical board had sufficient doubt. That's why, my lord, the medical board did not ascribe this firm opinion and answered this question in negative way. Now, my lord, rider has been given. This may be further corroborated by scientific interpretation of various DNA analysis reports by forensic DNA expert. So, in my humble submission, my lord, kindly do not take me amiss, my lord. I have every respect for the medical person. This is evasive answer. Absolutely an evasive answer. My lord, medical board could have perused the DNA report and could have come to a definite finding. So, my lord, this report also does not rule out the possibility of other person in commission of the offense. This report I am submitting, my lord, does not rule out. Rather, my lord, it suggests that there is every possibility of the other person presence at the time of commission of the offence. But if the investigating agency had that much of sincerity and honesty, the question ought to have been put to the medical board whether smothering and strangulation and commission of rape can be done by a single person. Had there been this question, and had there been any answer to that effect, I could have understood. That should be the question. So, but it did not struck the mind of the investigating agency that simultaneously three kinds of offense be committed by a single person and within a short period of duration.
No, simultaneously, why are you using?
But an associated, combined effect.
Combined.
And nobody said, Malad, one is postmortem and one is antemortem. All the injuries are antemortem in nature. That's why I am submitting, my lord. Otherwise, I would not have. And my lord, above the postmortem report, this medical report reports clearly said it combined effect.
Combine one after the other, it can.
But this is not the. Nowhere there is any whisper that one, if my lord, a person was smothered, she has committed death. She will be dead. So my lord, throttling would be antemortem, not antemortem, postmortem. Is it the medical report? Either from the postmortem report or from the medical board. That's why I am submitting my lord. And postmortem report says associated. And this report said combined. For that purpose, if your lordship directly investigating agency to cause investigation with regard to the, my lord, the offence of gang rape, that will not affect the pending appeal or the judgment or finding of the court. We are not contradicting. We are contradicting only regarding the negative answer. But had the opinion that commission of offence more than one person, after considering all this, is ruled out, I could have understood. I could have understood. That is also not the observation or the finding of the medical board. That possibility of the other person to be remain present or in the commission of the offence is ruled out from the report. Then it could have been said. To my humble submission, my lord, that medical board report strengthen our case. My lord, for the purpose of investigation, I need not remind your lordship, I have learned from your lordship's court that suspicion, prima facie suspicion, is good enough. And on the plain reading of the postmortem report and the MIM report, it could not be said, my lord, by any stretch of imagination, that there is no possibility of the presence of other persons and taking part in the commission of offence. But kindly visualize a able-bodied lady sustained so many defense injury and simply my lord kept quiet. She will not use her arms or legs. What is the injury on leg? In knee. What was the injuries on my lord? The arm, lateral portion and shoulder. And being a doctor. And my lord, such an event is happening in a room, and adjacent to that room, there are other persons' presence could not be ruled out. And it is the admitted position that they were sleeping there. And none of them heard any screaming, any sound, any, my lord, what should I say? Any, my lord, the sound of struggle. My lord, this is something which is very, very unusual. Which is very, very unusual. Regard being had to the conduct of the hospital authorities from the very beginning. From the very beginning. The hospital authorities, my lords, it appears from the conduct, was very much proactive to conceal something. Conceal something. So, my lord, these are the things which should be, my lord, addressed by the investigating agency. Should have been taken more sincerely, more sensitively. So this is my submission, my lord, on this MIM. Now, my lord, I shall show to your lordship, my lord, the DNA. তুই আমার ভয় দেখাচ্ছিস, আমি বসে যাচ্ছি। আমার এটাই আমার কথা। My lord, we have taken, my lord, the analysis and opinion of a very eminent, my lord, specialist on this subject.
In respect of
Doctor
which issue?
DNA profile. My lord, the Dr. Partha Majumdar, PhD, FNA, FSc, FLSc. My lord, this is my lord, National Science Chair, Scientific Excellence, Science and Engineering Board, such and such. Government of India. Member of the Technical Advisory Group of Genomics and AI and Healthy World Health Organization. My lord, firstly, I shall hand up to your lordship, my lord, the DNA report. হ্যাঁ 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 মনে My lord has got that is, my lord, DNA profile of
Table 4. Table 4.
or DNA profile of the victim.
Of the victim or sample collected from the victim. Is the victim itself? This is of the victim itself or whatever was covered from the body of the victim.
Whatever, my lord, found. From that, my lord, the blood was taken.
Found from the person of the victim.
Yes. My lord,
There is no analysis report along with this, only a single page.
no, analysis I have not handed up to you. Lord.
These are full reports.
My lord, this is my lord.
Yeah, hand it over.
You have an extra copy?
Uh-huh. But kindly have a glass.
No, this is a report your
My
doctor.
lord, from the expert I have collected. My
No, that I will come. But what was the report which was submitted before?
lord, this is the report. This is the report submitted.
No, there must be an analysis by the concerned expert with this.
No.
My lord, I was showing, my lord, from the report,
Page 7 of this report. This is what you are.
page 10. Page 10 of the report. Schedule 4. Table 4.
Table 4 of the report.
Table 4 of the report. My lord, got it? My lord, see, Exhibit V, Exhibit W1, Exhibit W2, Exhibit W3, Exhibit X, and Exhibit J. But your lordship will find these were, my lord, the victim and the accused. My lord, these are the different markers in the right hand, left hand column, my lord. Different.
Just 1 minute. Where are they described over here in the report regarding the exhibits?
My lord, these are the different modes of analysis your lordship will find.
No, this exhibit X has been described. The W.
Page 11 and 12.
No, this is the profiling.
These are the exhibit, my lord, Exhibit V, Exhibit W1, Exhibit W2, Exhibit W3, Exhibit X, Exhibit J. My lord, got it?
Page 2. But your lordship will get the description of the articles as well as the body parts.
Body, my lord, it was given, my lord. Culver mob,
Just 1 minute.
facial, inner, kurti,
RSTU.
skipper, such and such.
V is there.